In our Sunrise Smart Start on this Monday, the deadliest year in Rochester history continues as police investigate the city's 80th homicide of 2021. Investigators say a 25-year-old man was shot and killed last night around 6:30 on Orchard Street. Police tell us that victim was having an argument with another person near School 17 right before the fatal shooting.
We're out here again, trying to pick up the pieces for family members and the citizens out here, and I think we all feel the same way. You know, we're kind of tired of coming out here and dealing with the violence, and you know, I feel bad for all the good people in Rochester that they have to deal with this, because this isn't the way anybody should live.
That victim has not been identified this morning. No suspects are in custody. Anyone with information about this fatal shooting should call 911. A man is in critical condition. 2 others injured after a separate shooting from over the weekend. It happened around 2 a.m. Sunday on Monroe Avenue in Rochester, right near Woodlawn Street. Police say the other 2 victims have non-life-threatening injuries. There are no suspects in custody there either. New this morning, one teenager arrested after a police chase ended with a crash overnight in Rochester. Officers say the vehicle involved in the pursuit was stolen on Conkey Avenue during a carjacking. Police then found the car just after midnight after gunshots were heard coming from Glenwood Avenue. A chase ensued after officers tried to pull that stolen vehicle over. The pursuit ended on J Street and the suspect fled on foot. He was taken into custody after a brief chase. Criminal charges are pending. To the latest on COVID-19, a statewide mask mandate will take effect beginning today. This applies to all indoor public places unless that business or venue implements a vaccine requirement. Governor Hochul announcing the mandate Friday, citing high COVID transmission rates and hospitalization rates across the state. The governor also says the mandate is to prevent a post-holiday surge in cases. Local business owners expressing concern this mandate will have a negative impact on them.
The only thing I'm worried about with that is it going to deter people from coming out entirely?
I don't think that it's my job as a restaurant owner to stop someone at my front door and say, let me see your vaccination card, or I can't let you in. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. I think it's going to put a lot of people out of business.
Any violation of the mandate could be subject to fines, including a maximum of $1,000 for businesses. Local leaders in Greece will distribute at-home COVID testing kits today and tomorrow at the Greece Town Hall from noon to 4. 1 kit for each household. Each kit contains 2 COVID tests. Residents will have to bring a valid driver's license or a current utility bill to prove residency. All students in the Brockport School District will be back in class today after a temporary bus driver shortage forced closures in that district Thursday and Friday of last week. All students pre-K through 12 impacted on Thursday, K through 8 on Friday. District officials have yet to explain what this temporary bus driver shortage was all about. Meanwhile, 2 Greece schools will be closed today because of power outages. District officials say Greece Olympia High School and Autumn Lane Elementary will be closed for both students and staff. We're told all other Greece schools have power and will be open today. The Kendall School District closing today as well because of widespread power outages after those damaging winds over the weekend. Kendall officials have yet to announce if that loss of electricity will impact more days moving forward. At last check, about 7,000 people still without power across the area, according to RG&E. Most of those outages in Ogden, Greece, Hamlin, Rochester, and Sweden. Crews working through the night to restore power to traffic lights, homes, and businesses there. In Monroe County, over 40,000 people were without power at the height of that windstorm on Saturday. Kentucky and neighboring states still grieving after devastating tornadoes over the weekend. A spokesperson for that candle factory in Mayfield, Kentucky, says dozens more people have been accounted for now, indicating the death toll may be lower than initially feared. Search efforts at a severely hit Amazon facility in Illinois are expected to take several days. James Gilbert with us. James, the winds we felt here were part of that system as well, right?
Yeah, it was just a massive storm system that barreled through the country. And if you'll remember, days before, it was bringing a snowstorm to the West Coast. So everybody saw impacts from that storm, and it's gone. It's out of here. We're clearing those skies out. Now, this is, for me, this is what I got away with today. I got away with the light jacket because it's that much more comfortable. If you're spending some time outside, yeah, you probably still want that winter jacket, maybe some hats and some gloves. But otherwise, sunglasses, that's something you'll really want for today. As you look at the next 24 hours, looks great. Mid to upper 40s with lots of sunshine. We'll do a bus stop forecast and a last look at the 8-day at the end of the show. Mark?
James, thank you. Checking the roads again with our sunrise traffic. That accident on Victor Road in Perrington near Lollipop Farm lingering, along with another on Portland Avenue in Rochester. So far, 390, 490, and 590 are all up to speed. In Washington, Senate Democrats say they hope to pass the president's Build Back Better bill before Christmas, but they're running out of time. We are joined by Washington correspondent Rashad Hudson live this morning with the latest. Rashad, good morning. What are some of the key issues here that are causing this bill to be delayed?
Hey, good morning. A new hiccup for this bill is the inflation report that was released on Friday, saying that inflation has hit a near 40-year high. Now, moderate Democrats are concerned about the bill and how it will impact the inflation situation, saying that it could further inflame that, and that's something they don't want to do. Another issue with this bill is that some of the items that were in the House-passed bill may not survive in the Senate bill due to the rules in the House and Senate being different.
What are Republicans saying, Rashad?
Republicans are also pointing to that inflation report, but they were never on board with this bill from the beginning, saying that it costs way too much and that Democrats are trying to cram as much as possible into this bill. Now, there are some items that Republicans agree on, but they don't think cramming all of those items into this one bill is the right thing to do. But the big thing is, will Democrats be able to pass this bill before their self-imposed deadline, which is before Christmas? And in reality, they're running out of time.
Yes, the clock is ticking. Rashad, thank you for the live update. The president says passage of the Build Back Better agenda would help Americans by bringing down the cost of essential items like child care. All right, in other news this morning, author Anne Rice has died after complications from a stroke. An adaptation of her 1976 novel, Interview with a Vampire, years later hit the silver screen in the film starring Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. Anne Rice was 80 years old. Time now for a look at the GRE Morning Business Report. The cost of living in the U.S. rising in November. According to the Labor Department, consumer prices increased 0.8%. That was more than expected. Prices up 6.8% on an annual basis, marking the largest yearly increase since 1982. A group of customers say a defect in the Apple Watch can cause the screen to crack, shatter, or detach from the device, and they are suing the company. That suit alleges the batteries inside the watch can suddenly swell, causing the screen to crack or break. The lawsuit claims Apple knew about the defect and released the devices anyway. All right, here's what some folks will be talking about at the water cooler this morning. The Bills' playoff hopes in jeopardy after that tough overtime loss to the defending Super Bowl champions Sunday, 33-27. Quarterback Josh Allen did all he could to help bring the team back. 54 passes, over 300 yards and a couple of touchdowns, and ran for 100 more and a touchdown. With the loss, though, the Bills now 2 games back of the Patriots in the AFC East. They will host the Panthers this coming Sunday. And we mentioned it a few minutes ago, Stephon Diggs is still looking for that PI call in the end zone.
Right.
Not to be.
No, it wasn't going to happen. And, you know, they had the win in their hands. It was close. But just couldn't pull it out.
Yeah.
A lot of reflecting. Get back after it next week.
Back to work.
Right.
Back to work. As with so many this morning, in school as well.
Back
James.
to school. Yes, we are turning sunny. We've got a really nice way to ease into the work week for those that are gearing up. We've got temperatures in the 40s. It's comfortable, and it is sunny. Very similar to Sunday. Sunday, sunshine, mild Monday. Love my alliterations. Here's your 8-day forecast. Tuesday looks pretty good as well. We'll drop the temperatures a hair and increase in cloud coverage. Wednesday, scattered rain showers. That carries into Thursday as well. And it just doesn't look like a December forecast. We've got numbers well above average pretty much through the week.
Yeah, sunny start for sure. James, thank you. That's it for us for now. Our next update ahead in 30 minutes. CBS Mornings is up next. Have a great day.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.